and very good afternoon to guests on dais and off the dais. I would try to keep this limited to 10 minutes, as you said, sir. Before uh, I just would like to tell that I would go a bit of nuts and bolts into what we are talking about. But before going into nuts and bolts of ancillary market, what kind of market we are having in mind to be taken note by Honorable CRC. Before that, I would also like to answer some of the questions which were prominently dealt with by my earlier speakers, that whether we should have ancillary market, one, and second, whether it is the right time to introduce ancillary market in our system. Now, to address those two major issues, I would go into a bit of fundamentals. Now, drawing something from fundamentals and trying to get solution from that fundamentals is what I would intend to. Now, electricity, if you see from the economist perspective or the market perspective, it has got three fundamental characteristics. One is you can't store it. Second is you need to get it transferred immediately, and for that you need a transmission capability, and for that transmission capability check, basically you can't delay transport of your commodity, but you have to instantly transport it, and for that you need to check whether capacity is available in the grid or not. And third, which is more important, but so far we generally don't talk about it, is that electricity is a private good. Quantity is a private good, but quality is not a private good. What we mean by that is that when somebody buys electricity or sells electricity, he can tell only the quantity, but he cannot define the quality. Now, it means that if you take individual buyer or supplier, they can't do it, but collectively, the quality of the electricity depends on the collective behavior of all the participants in the grid. Now, if you have a commodity whose quality can be determined only collectively, then what we need to have somebody who is at central level, who takes care of that quality part, and of course you have people who are there, who are buying and selling using the grid. All that is being done by the system. Now, if you see, for this quality, for this check on quality, we have our system operators. But main issue in Indian system is that system operator today are depending on the direction compliance by other system operators. Particularly, I am talking about the system operator at the regional level and the national level. Because state level, they are supposed to take care. Of course, they also need to give some directions to some of the plants, but directly the regional load dispatch center or national load dispatch center, they can't do it directly. Now, for any system, if you take power system operator anywhere in the world, they need a resource which is directly under their control, who can take care of, by which they can take care of any grid security if it is being an issue. Maybe we are trying hard through our SLDCs, but still we need to have some resource at the disposal of the grid operator. So for that reason, the first question I am trying to answer is that whether we should have an ancillary service available to a system operator or not. I strongly feel that we should have a resource available to a system operator which is at the disposal of system operator. So this is okay. Now, second part is, when we talk about ancillary services, then what we need to have, that whether we should have a resource which is available to the system operator, which is dedicated for the system operator. Now the issue is, we are having a system which is 1,20,000 megawatt, 1.2 lakh megawatt system. Now, for controlling that kind of system, we need at least a resources of the order of say 1,000 to 2,000 megawatt at the disposal of the system operator. Now, that kind of resource, if we provide through a dedicated system, it will be too costly to have. Now, what in India we have is that we have resources available all through all the state has got resource. Now we have allowed private participation also. So through private participation, we have generation resources, we have demand resources. All these resources are available, distributed at different levels. Now these resources should be available to the system operator. Now how they can be made available to system operator is when we create a market. So when we create a proper market, what we can do is we can achieve the same objective of providing those resources to the system operator, and those the market today we feel is ready because one, I'll go into those things as we go along. Now, when we talk about electricity, the transactions that were done immediately or before close to the real time. Now, for doing that, you can't rely everything close to real time. So, for that, what we have done is we have created markets for long term, short term, medium term. But of course, as we go to real time or close to real time, those markets need to be available to the system operator. So other markets can be made available through a market operator, but the one at the level of real time, closer to real time, which is the last resort option available to anybody, should be available through TSO. Now, what kind of ancillary services can be available?
Rajesh, I think if you can quickly make your points.
Yeah.
We have 2 more minutes for you.
Okay, sir. This one's a frequency control and network control and system restart. Of course, all these possible ancillary services are there. But we now will be restricted to only frequency control, and rather I would suggest that frequency control should be converted to as an active power control, because now today the contingency what we may get is not only related to frequency but also related to transmission congestion in the system. So for that we should change to active control. And this is the profile of the today the system, frequency profile in the system, which clearly shows that we need resources to address the high frequency and very low frequency peaks and valleys, and for that we need a special kind of resources, and that I will be talking later. Now, how we say that today is the right time, or currently we are ready for such kind of market? We have a large pool of bottle loop generation, we have liquid day market, we have adequate number of right size generators, we have megawatt available from each generator is also adequate, and high ramp rate generators are also available, and strong national and regional grids. Now, large pool of bottom up generation, when we say bottom up, it's not that it's only constrained by fuel, but apart from even those generators which are more than, which are not constrained by fuel, they are also standard, and the quantum up to which those standard assets are there, it's visible in our day market, the type of bits we get from the different type of buyers and sellers. So if you see the red curve, which shows the purchase bids on the exchange, and the blue curve is the blue curve is the purchase bids and the red is the sell bid, and the cleared volume is about say 60 to 70,000 megawatt, megawatt, yeah, and we have about 30,000 megawatt of such resources left unutilized because they are not able to match the price. So it means that we have about more than 1,000 megawatt resources available which can be made online. Now, today when we talk about market, these are the process. Like initially what we intend to have is that we may have a day-ahead market running. After day-ahead market we may get bids from the
can we stop in 1 minute?
Sir, give me
Reserve for question answer.
So 3 minutes, sir. Because one of the
it is with your permission, because we will delay the lunch for 3 minutes.
So now they are anyway captive, so they can't go without we finishing.
No, we are not about to go.
So the advantage of having a captive audience is we can speak whatever we want to speak, and you can't have a lunch
Quickly,
without
can you
voice. The broad process which, because I would like to give our view or suggestion on the process which is being considered by CRC, and those can be taken up in the staff paper being talked about. So Dr. Day talked about the staff paper coming out, so maybe these can be included in those things. So broadly, ancillary market will operate in a manner that their market solution will be ready by, will be available. After that, we may get bids from the qualified generators, and whatever bids we receive, that will be shared with NLDC or RLDCs. And depending on the merit order stack which is prepared, so lowest bid first and then in the ascending order, then these will be available to NLDC, RLDCs, and they will be available for dispatch during the day of operation, that is day end. And payments will be done based on whatever scheduled, whatever generators get scheduled on the day of operation. Now, I will just quickly run to basically design parameters which we may talk. One is that whether we should have only qualified generators in the market or we should have all resources available. So suggestion is that we can have a qualification criteria by which we can say that what is the minimum ramp up rate and ramp down rate, what should be the minimum quantity, whether it should be fast start or not. Those criteria should be applicable to those generators, because not that everyone is saying that I am available, but finally when it comes to actually dispatching it, we find it's not coming out. Second parameter can be like whether we can use the results of trade market and whatever is left over capacity, that only should be considered for ancillary, or we should have a re-auction. The proposal is that it should be re-auction, because maybe some capacities may not be bidding in day-ahead market, and most of the capacity which will be bidding in the day-ahead market, they will be at marginal cost. But those who will like to come to ancillary market, they may try to cover the complete cost of operation. Whether we should prepare merit order stack on the basis of each interconnection, like synchronous interconnection. Today we have 2 interconnections in India, south and the rest of India. So whether we should have stacks on that basis, or we should have stacks on the basis of congested area, because there can be issue in dispatching a generator within a congested area. So our suggestion will be it should be on congested area basis, and then whether we should have both types of regulation possible through ancillary market, upward regulation or upward and downward, both should be possible, because we need to take care of high frequency periods also during our system operation. And the price discovery, whether it should be a pay as bid, whatever you are quoting on the ancillary market auction, the same should be paid to you, or it should be uniform price. So we have seen the advantage of uniform price in day-ahead market, so we suggest that maybe uniform price only should be considered, because there the people don't have to bother too much of what they are going to get. Because in pay as bid, they have to be very strategic in giving their bid, because if it is too low, they may not get attractive revenues, but if it is too high, they may lose out. So for that, we find that uniform price option seems to be a better thing. So this is like both upward and downward regulation. So these are the broad criteria. We have listed all the design parameters.
I think we can stop here.